Welcome to the Women Who Hunt podcast, where stories from the field are shared, women in the outdoors are celebrated, and we inspire the next generation of hunters. From first-time adventures to lifelong pursuits, this is where passion and community meet. The Women Who Hunt podcast is proudly supported by Gun Traders Australia, Australia's dedicated firearms marketplace for licensed shooters and hunters. A family-owned Australian business trusted across the industry. Gun Traders brings people together through trust and connection. Here, brands don't just advertise, they belong. Now, let's get into today's episode.
Welcome back to another episode of Women Who Hunt. Today, I'm really excited. I've got Sharelle talking to me. Now, I've been stalking Sharelle on her online presence, Huntress Galea, for a long time. She's a passionate Australian hunter whose content reflects a practical, down-to-earth connection with hunting, farming, and life on the land. Her hunting experiences include deer, foxes, rabbits, and the occasional wild dog, with a strong focus on harvesting animals for food and making the most of what the land provides her. Mate, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So, how did this whole hunting thing start?
Oh, well, we could go back childhood days. Obviously, back in the days, my father used to do, well, as you could, kangaroos. So, and I don't think, they didn't have a culling license thing back then in those way days. So, my father was a big believer of, because we had racehorses actually, and racehorses were petrified of roos.
Oh,
So
really?
it was, petrified. Well, ours were anyway, but, and horses obviously run into the fences and stuff like that. So it was a big thing just to clear up a few roos off the farm. So that's mostly where it all started from for me, going out with my father, shooting and getting rid of the roos. And fox, actually, I could say ferreting. We used to go ferreting too. So that was one
So
of my
where in
childhood
Australia
things.
are you?
I'm in Victoria. So
Right.
but in those days in a child, it's around Benalla area in
'Cause
Victoria.
in Queensland, we're not allowed to have ferrets. That's why I asked.
Yeah. No. Here we're allowed to have them. So, yeah, we used to go out ferreting all the time. And then obviously the foxes the same. I just remember they used to go around. They used to go with a guy, and he used to do, which I'm not too sure if they can still do them now. They used to do the little tablets with the Nestle's milk on it to get rid of the foxes. So I don't know. I think they can still do that part of the baiting, I'm sure. But like I said, now I'm used to using a gun and not doing bait, so I wouldn't have a clue what all that part's about now. But, yeah, that's how it started as a child, just cleaning up a few roos and, just for the horses and all that. And we had cattle as well, so just sort of, they wreck all the fences and everything, and that's where it all hit off from there, I suppose.
Now,
The
you could have
passion,
gone
and I've
down.
always been.
You could have gone
Sorry,
down two paths. You could have gone, that's my childhood, I'm good and done. But you didn't. You've kept that hunting streak through your adult life. What made you keep that part of you?
I just think I've always been that country girl, no matter what. Like, don't get me wrong, I can put on a dress and be a lady, but I've always got that country instinct. So it's just, to me, it's, you're looking after your land. Also, you're providing, like, it's a food source as well, but it's about protecting your own stock at the same time. So, because, obviously it gets overpopulated with things, so, and things have to be culled. So that's I don't know, it's just a passion. Just absolutely love doing it. If I had my way, I wish I could do it a lot more, but yes, we do have to work in between, so that's for sure.
So what was life like growing up on the farm?
I loved it. Best memories. And like I said, I've got land, but obviously want more land. Living off the land's just so much better. We had our own veggie garden, and like I said, we used to do our own meat. Meat back in the days was all done on our own. Chooks, we done our own chooks. I just remember as a kid that we used to do the roosters and chop the old heads off, and they'd be running around with their heads off. So they were memories I could remember for sure. But everything, yeah, all our food source was just off the farm, the veggie garden, everything just provided. It's the best way to be, I think, and it just needs to be more promoted. I think, especially in city schools, about where food sources come from. I think all those children think that it all comes from, everything's packed and wrapped up. But if they only knew, our food most should be a lot better than what they're getting through the supermarkets. At least we know where the food source is. So it's I think that education still needs to be taught a lot more in the city. That's for sure.
Yeah, agree. And it's that one bad day thing, right? Like, your animals living their best cow life or their best chook life or their best deer life or whatever up until the
Yep.
moment that they're not, and then they're dispatched humanely and then they're consumed. Their life is then nourishing your life. I think that's the thing that makes me so passionate about what we do.
Yeah.
And as a kid, were you part of the whole butchering process and all of that sort of stuff?
Oh, well, that's another story. Well, all through that, yes, I did see that. That to me was nothing. I had no problem in slaughtering. But in my days, it would have been my first job. I used to work at the abattoirs, and that was around Benalla area. And I was working there for so many years. And then I got relocated to a different area. I was up Romvale way. And I remember I wanted to keep, being in the slaughter yards. I thought, okay, I'll try around Romvale area.
Yeah.
So I remember going out to the abattoirs, and I went for a job, and the men turned around and just looked at me and went, "You what?" And I go, "Is there any jobs or anything going here?" And I think they just, that woman, I would have been the first woman most probably that's ever approached an abattoirs up there. And he goes, "Look, no, sorry." He goes, "No women here."
No
He was very
way.
polite. Robert, his name was. And he goes, "But he goes, my brother would love to have you in the butchers." And he goes, "He'll train you up and everything." And I went, okay, because it really wasn't, I wasn't after that. And in the end, I ended up getting trained. I was, full-time butcher, and I used to be at the back breaking up the beef. I said to Alan, "I'm not serving anyone. Just put me at the back where I'm out there breaking up the beef," and I was just on my own. So that's where it all, ended up becoming a qualified butcher, thanks to
Oh my
Alan.
goodness.
But still never got to go to the abattoirs. That was it. They used to drop it off in the trailer to the back of the shop, but I never got in there. My foot never got in the doors of them. So, but that's how I end up being a butcher by trade.
That's so interesting that they were like, "Nah, you're a
A bit
Sheila."
anti. Yeah. And because they look at you, even when I used to work at Allen's in the butchers, like guys would come in and look and go, like, "You're a woman." And I think after that, why Alan ended up getting another girl, Tracy. She worked after me. But how many guys, I used to say to them back in the days, "Oh, yeah, what do you do?" And I say, "I'm a qualified butcher." And they'd go, "What? You're a butcher?" And I'd go, "Yeah," and they just, I think they'd look at you and just don't expect, like, for a woman to be a butcher back then. So, which now it's most probably a lot more common. But definitely not in those days. Like, there's hardly any female butchers.
What are your
So
knife skills like now?
a bit rusty. I used to be good on the knife. It's like now it's not as good, but I like to get a bit more practice, I think. But and just to remember where the cuts are and all that now, and then breaking up a beef. That one, a sheep I can do easy, but breaking up the beef, a bit more, a bit more knowing where the notches are and everything to go around the bone and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. But wouldn't take
Yeah,
much to remember.
there'd be some muscle memory that I reckon would kick in pretty easy for you though, mate.
It would.
But a handy skill to have when you're out hunting deer and stuff though.
Yes, yeah. No, it comes in handy. I just haven't got my bench saw and all that kind of stuff. Would be a lot easier.
Oh, we were out at a farmer's property and we had T-bone chittles, so T-bone chittle steaks, because he's got
Oh,
the bandsaw. And oh
yep.
my goodness, it was absolutely to die for. So that's just the first thing that
Oh,
popped into my mind when you
never
were.
had that. Yeah. Oh, my son's just is because we're right into the salami and stuff, and my son's still trying to crack. He's getting it not too bad, right? doing obviously the venison salami because obviously you've got to have so much fat added into it, and venison don't have fat, so he's just still trying to master that one to get the salami just spot on. But normal pig salami, yeah, they've got that one, but just the deer one's a bit more fussier, I think, just to, like you said, because you're adding into the fat into that one. But
Getting the
he'll get it
balance,
one day. I think he does with dried stuff. He's right into that stuff as well. So yeah,
like your
it's
biltong
good.
and your jerky and that stuff.
Yeah, he does that flat out.
Yeah.
And right into smoking his stuff. He loves it, which is good. Yeah.
So what sort of fats are you using with his venison? I'm going to pull all the information out of you, mate.
Oh, I'm not too sure. I'll have to ask him on that one. I don't know if that actually adding a bit of pork or beef fat. I'm not too sure because you've got to have certain, like I said, certain fats. So he might be using a bit of pork fat. I will ask him that one. But well.
And so does he hunt? Does your
He
son hunt?
does.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. Yes. We've got a bit of competition going on with him and I.
It doesn't strike me as a person that you'd be like having a competitive streak at all, mate.
Oh, yeah. We don't give out many secrets between him and I, or if he gets something. And then he's been letting it out where he's been getting a few, but normally I'll just go, where's that one? And it's that thing, doesn't matter, or, there's, won't tell you where it is, or sometimes I'll hide one off for a bit before I tell him. But yeah, he hides it well from me. But yeah, we've done a few hunts together. Like he'll take me out now and then, but then I'm thinking, who wants to take their mum out hunting? So he might be at that stage now, but we still do that. If he gets a good one, he'll send me a picture or something like that. So that's what I love.
Yeah,
So,
that's
and now I've got
awesome.
the younger one. I've got 6 kids all up. So my daughter, she's been going out.
Hang
She's
on.
just starting to look.
You've
What's
got
that?
6 kids all up.
Yeah, I got 6, and I got grandchildren.
That's so cool.
Yeah, the grandchildren, they hunt. They go out with their dad, my older son. So yeah, they're right into it. They love it. And
That's
then I've got
so
my other
cool that that's
boys. He'll go
generational.
out. It is. And my girl's just learning. She's going out now, getting into it, so which is good.
Yep.
And then I've got my youngest one. It's a struggle to get him out. It's like, come on, Dad, let's go. And he's just like, But yeah, one day he'll get into it. He's more into the motorbikes.
Yeah, okay.
You're listening to the Women Who Hunt podcast, proudly supported by Brackenwear, Australian-made hunting apparel for real hunters who live and breathe the outdoors. You've probably seen me wearing my Brackenwear gear. It's tough, breathable, and built for Aussie conditions. Right now you can grab 15% off your next order at brackenwear.com.au. Just use the code GTA15 at checkout. Brackenwear, the endless pursuit. All right, let's get back to the show.
Yeah.
That'll take his time up for a little while, and then
you'll get bored. Then he'll want to do something. Doesn't matter. I'm taking him for his license anyway. I said I don't care. You're going for your license. So, but there's a little story. I'll have to tell you about my son when he was in daycare days. It was a stage that I lived in Melbourne for a little bit, and my son was in a daycare, and I got this phone call one day, and I actually got called into the school because my son had some things and they got confiscated, and I was like, oh yeah, I come into the kinder, and they're like, Sharelle, just asking you, we've found. I'm a bit concerned about your son and all that. And I'm like, oh, what's he done? Like, I couldn't work out what he's done. And they're gone, the magazines that your son's brought to school. And I'm like, yeah, and they've gone, your son's got all these hunting magazines and that. And I've just gone, yeah, and because it had all guns and everything in it. And I'm like, yeah. And, I obviously thought they thought my son was going to do a terrorist attack or something like that. And
How old
I'm
was he
like,
at the time?
Declan would have only been, 4, 5, taking the magazines. It's mostly just the thing of looking at the guns and all that. And they've gone, well, they actually had complaints from the parents because my son was talking about hunting and killing using knives and guns. And because he was bringing it up, they were really concerned and they were worried about fearing for their child. And I've gone, hang on a moment.
Right.
I go, he's nothing like that. I go, it's come from his mother. I go, I'm the one that goes out and hunts, and they've gone, sorry? And I go, well, to me, I go, this is what I'm teaching my boy. I said, you know, we go out there, we hunt. I said, it's living off the land. You get the meat and all that kind of stuff. We're eating it. They're like, no way. I said, so if any of those parents have got a complaint, I go, you tell them to come and see me. And then I explained about that I used to be a butcher and all that kind of stuff. And they were petrified because the mothers were very concerned because my son was talking about guns in the daycare centre. And I never got my magazines back.
Did any of those mums reach out to you and
Not one.
No
Not
way.
one. No, didn't even get my magazines back, so they must have been all right. They kept them.
That was going to be my
Yeah,
next
they were
question.
concerned. Like, yeah, I was just, it must have been when all that stuff was going on. And I just go, no, I go, it's come from me. Like, I think they're worried about where he's got it from. I thought, no, he's got it from his mum. I'm going, I'm the one that goes out and hunt. And they're just like, what? Oh, yeah, I'm the hunter. And they've just shut up. And as I said, if any of those parents have got a complaint, I go, you tell them to come and see me. And I never got one that approached me back in the days. But yeah, that's a good little story that we can say and have a laugh. Because like we said, about the kids that they don't know about living off the land, and some children need to know them, but the right reason, you know, for guns, this is why you have guns or blah, blah, or, you know, even competition doing targets or whatever. But yeah, it's all not about bad stuff. That's good stuff that, yeah, you can use guns for.
That's
so,
right.
Yeah, that was, yeah, they're all not bad things.
So,
it's the
like,
person who's handling the gun.
Yeah, 100%. So, like, you're teaching him gun safety, you're teaching him ethics and all of those sorts of things that,
Yeah.
you know, should be part of early learning, right?
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
And so who taught you how to hunt? Was it Dad?
I'd say it would have been him in the days, what I can remember. Like, would have been him just going out, rabbiting and all that kind of stuff. It was mainly, like I said, mainly brews, which I don't know deers were in that area at the time there. I think they're just starting to get a few that come into the refills, but never used to be no deer, nothing like that around there then, back in those days. But, yeah, just controlling the brew population, it was quite bad. They used to get on the golf course a lot, so... But everyone used to try and, like I said, you could go out and do that. It was a lot easier back then.
Yeah, different.
So, yeah, it would have been him. And then after that, just self, sort of mainly doing it my own, like, going out on my own, just, yep.
Do you
no one
mainly,
else to
do you mainly hunt solo?
Yeah, I do. Yep. I've got my husband now, so poor old Wayne, he'll be getting dragged along everywhere. So he'll be coming out with me a bit now. He's pretty keen to get out there. But obviously my son, now and then we'll get together and do one. We've got one coming up in a couple of weeks. So my husband's coming, so he's pretty excited for that one. So that's a little getaway that we've got coming up. So it'll be the whole weekend for that one.
That's
so
exciting.
We're keen, very keen.
And is Wayne a hunter? Has he always been a hunter, or did you introduce him to it?
He used to be mainly into the ducks. Big duck hunter. He was, him and his brother, right into the duck shooting and all that. So this would be his first time getting into doing some deer. So it'd be very good.
And that's your forte, is the deer?
That's me, more the deer. Oh, look, I'm up for anything. Whatever moves, look out.
Yeah.
But the deer. It's after the big one. You've just got to go that higher and higher every time, I think. So, and, he'll be starting off. But then again, when you get hunting, you get a bit greedy. You don't like, it's like you don't like giving them your guns. It's just, it's you. You just stay behind.
Yeah, you're support crew, brother.
Yeah, we need someone to carry it out.
Yeah, that's what you're here for.
Hey?
That's what he's there for. Carry out.
Yeah, that's right. But I'll give him a shot. This weekend, I might let him have a shot, but it was our anniversary and we never got a chance to go away for our anniversary. He goes, what do you want to do? He goes, do you want to do a hunt? And I go, yes. Yep. So it has to be mine. So anyway, but I might let him have a go. God help him if he gets something.
What are you going to target when you go out?
There is sambar there, and also there's some hoggies, but we'll be holding them off a little bit later on when it's back into season. So there is a lot of hog deer around there, but we'll be just doing some sam, because he says it's like that. The guy's gone, want some roos, and we're like, oh no, we don't want to do them. So we'll most probably just go for the Samba,
Yeah.
and then we'll be back. We'll be obviously back for the hoggies. So yeah, when that time's right. So yeah,
Hoggies
pretty
are on the
exciting.
list. I haven't done a hoggy hunt yet.
Yep.
I've consumed so much so much YouTube videos on hoggies. They're my absolute, like, that's my the crown on
That's your
my
thing. Yep. Well, we'll have to work something out.
I'm holding you to that.
Yeah. Bring me across, and we'll have to do a bit of a girls thing.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. We'll work something out.
So you've got a pretty successful Instagram, mate. What
Yeah.
made you decide to put that stuff on Insta? I love it. But what was
Yep.
that thought where you were like, do you know what? I'm going to do that on Instagram.
Actually, you know how it started? You're going to laugh. My husband will most probably laugh. How it started, I applied for, I'm just trying to think how long I've had my Instagram. I applied for Farmer Wants a Wife, and I wrote a thing out. Yeah, my husband, I always hold him to this. I put in to be the first female farmer. And I've even still today got the recordings on my phone, and I done my self videotape, and I've gone, being in the country, it's very hard to meet men, blah, blah, blah. I've done the whole spill. I said, I've got the property and everything. I said, won't you do a female farmer that wants to meet a guy? I said, because, we're so selective being in the country. And I actually got the gig for it. She called me back and said, we want to interview you, blah, blah, blah. And then I met Wayne, my husband. So I missed out on being on Farmer Wants a Wife. So it's funny, we've been watching it now, and I go, yeah, see, you wrecked that opportunity for me.
They could have
So I
been
was going to
me.
be I was going to be the first female farmer, but then they ended up picking the other girl. So, yeah, that started that first one. But I got the full on, I'd done the whole thing about me hunting. So that was all in my profile about, that I hunt and all that kind of stuff. And you just can't meet anybody in the country. And that's how, yeah. So then from there, I think I built my Instagram, got more from obviously that. So, and it just kept going ever since. Yeah. And obviously, brother-in-law is part owner of Ridgeline and OSA, so I've got to sort of help promote with all his stuff and everything. So when we go out there, so yeah, we definitely do that for him. But yeah, that's how it started, I think, more or less from that, and then just going out more and more, but always been solo. I've just always, I could go all day, just walk all day, and I don't care. I just, yeah. And to fitness at the same time, but it's just that thing of getting close and the close encounter with nature. Like it's great. It's funny how, I don't know, people don't understand, especially when you're taking that shot, the adrenaline that you have. It's like, because you're shooting, but if you explain that to someone else, they're like, what? But it's just that whole adrenaline thing of, putting that animal down straight away and and collecting it. It's just, I don't know, it's different, isn't it? It's hard to explain the feeling that you get from it, that it's, yeah, I know other people think, oh, it's cruel, but it's not cruel. It's just, yeah, but
It's
it
time
is.
bending for me. That's the only way I can explain it. Like,
Yeah.
you're there, you're doing it, you've got that anticipation. You might have seen him, 600 meters away or whatever, and then you're trying to get to him and all of those sorts of things. And then you've spotted him and you're within distance, and then time slows down. You've got him in your scope. Time stops. You've pulled the trigger. You've seen him go down. And then, like, time changes then as well. And then when you're walking to there to make sure that he's been dispatched, and like, it's just this roller coaster of time change. I can't explain it. And like you say, unless you've done it, you can't
It's
put
hard
it
to
into
explain.
words.
You have that adrenaline, and it's just, you're just excited. Like, you're just so, especially when it's just dropped. If it takes off a little bit, you're just like, oh no. But as soon as it drops, you just, oh, I don't know. You're like a little kid in a candy store. It's just, yeah. It's like I said, it's only people who shoot get that adrenaline. Like, it's great. It's a great feeling.
And
Like,
even
yeah.
going for the hunt, like when you've got a hunt planned, and you and I, we're probably a little bit more blessed than your hobby hunters, because we're kind of around it and doing it all the time. But
Yeah.
even that, when you've got a hunt coming up, and it's that Christmas morning feeling, like you go to bed and you know that your bag's packed and you know that you've got all
Can't
your
sleep.
stuff in you. You know you're going to get
I
up at 3
know.
o'clock in the morning, and there's nothing else that you'd get up at 3 o'clock in the morning for.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. Everything, it just all just goes. You just, I don't know. It is. It's a different feeling. It's great. Like I don't know. I don't know what other people think, but I'm sure they're all like that. And the men are like that. But for us women, we're just like, the guys, we love that. We have that adrenaline, and it's excitement. And look, we do get let down sometimes when you expect to, go out for a good hunt. You just go, oh, I missed it all. That it shatters. That it's one time I went out and I missed one, and you know what? I could not get that out of my head. It was stuck in my. How did I miss it? It was just there, and it just goes over and over and over, and you just was really disappointed in myself. I, even going to bed, and I'm just like with my eyes open. How could have I? But they happen, don't they? They happen, and it's just you're really upset with yourself.
So how long have you and Wayne been together?
Oh, we've been about 5-6 years now. We're early ones. We're newly.
And what was your first hunt together like?
Him carrying my bags, fantastic. So he's always carrying the bags for me. Poor Wayne. So now he can shoot. So, but it's funny because I'm so serious when I go out and hunt. And, now and then we'll take the kids, but if anyone makes noise or anything, I get the shit straight away. I'm just, even your feet, or just quiet. And he just goes, "You're so serious." I go, "You have to be." I'm
We're
very.
not mucking around here. We're hunting.
Oh no, it's when I'm there, I'm just in the zone. And he knows, don't muck around, don't laugh, don't giggle, whatever. You can but I'm serious. Like when we're out there, he knows now that I ain't mucking around. I just hate, people dragging their feet or, chatting away or I do get the poops. I do get the shits.
Let's look around. Let's capture the things that are funny. Put them in the memory bank, and we talk about them when we get back to the campfire. We don't talk about them while we're out on the hunt.
Oh yeah. It's just like taking a kid. I remember taking Declan out. I think my older son was with me. He was over one side of the ridge, and I think I was on the other. And I had Declan. He was only young, and we're just sitting there. And, when you just your glass and looking, and the boredom starts kicking in, and then he sits there and he's just tapping. I'm just like, Declan. And I actually got a video of it, and he's sitting. He's like, "What?" And I'm going, quiet like that. Then we just sit there, and then he goes, he gets a stick, starts drawing, and I've just like, look, he's just that thing. He's just, shut up while you're here, like you just. So yeah, he's copped it. I don't think might be that why he doesn't come anymore because he can't keep quiet. But I get the shits. But yeah, I got a video of it, and he's just sitting there with the stick drawer and all that, and I'm just staring at him, and I'm trying to do that without doing a noise, just giving that dirty look, shut up, like just. So it's a serious thing for me.
I remember because we had Ethan out. He got his firearms license pretty much the minute that we could apply for it. We applied for it, and so he's been kicking around with us since he was 12.
Good at me.
Dragging his feet, like literally, it was 12 months of bushwalking with guns. Like we were, the farmer didn't need us shooting because we were there, and just the noise alone moved the pest animals off the farm. There was no animals. Even the cows were like, "Jesus, I'm out of here."
They're out of there. Oh no, you got to laugh. So imagine if we done videos of them taking kids, just learning, and I'm guessing everyone goes through. It's just that silence thing, like and they'll get it when they're old. Like you said, when they're shooting and out on their own, doing a little bit, they'll get it. They'll get why. Oh, now I know why Mum used to do that. Like,
That's
so he's
time,
keen
honestly.
now. He's a keen hunter now. Like,
he's a bag carrier as well. So
yeah. He gets the shits from that.
yeah. But the next time we go out, we've promised him that he'll be front man.
Let him have a shot.
I've put it on here now, so he's going to hold me to it.
Yes. Make sure you video it so I can watch him.
He's a keen shot, mate. He's something to be marveled at, which is kind of cool. But yeah, so no, he's definitely he's definitely come a long way from those 12-year-old dragging feet and throwing rocks into the river.
Oh no, that'd be enough to scare anything. Good on him, no. Yeah, make sure you video that one when he goes out on his hunt. We've got to see that one.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
with the stuff that you hunt, you bring it home and you eat it?
Thanks for listening to the Women Who Hunt podcast, proudly supported by Nature's Perks, the ultimate outdoor adventure hub. Nature's Perks helped us take our hunting to the next level, and they can do the same for you, helping you grow your skills and confidence in the great outdoors. Become a member today at naturesperks.com.au and unlock exclusive benefits, fortnightly prize draws, guided hunts, fishing charters, and special discounts. Nature's Perks, where the wild side of life rewards you. All right, let's get back to the show.
Yeah, there's a guy I work with as well. I do 2 jobs. I work in aged care and then I come home and then I run the farm. So there's a lot of people that don't mind, they'll want a leg or something like that. So we sort of, chop off a leg and then pass it around. If anyone wants a bit of meat, we do offer it. So if not, my son will grab it. Or if not, we big with the schnitzels, like we love the venison schnitzels. So yeah, we've pretty well. Rabbits, I'm not too. My husband might have the odd one, but I'm not much for eating the rabbits. Yuck, not for me. But no, definitely, yeah, the venison, like the schnitzels. We love doing the schnitzels.
Can't beat a good old venison snitty.
I know, yeah, they're the best. And because my girls are Italian, so they do very much the Italian way. So we just change the meat up with the venison instead of the round steak what they use. So yeah, no, it's good.
And talk to me about your farm. Like I've watched you. You've got my cows. I'm going to say they're my cows.
Highlands. Your cows. Yeah, we have some Highland cows.
When I get my property, I'm going to get some Highland cows. So let everyone live vicariously through you. Tell us about your farm, mate.
So we've got we're just sort of at Taggart area in Victoria. And we've got the best of both worlds here. So we've got our acreage, but we have campers who come on our property. So we have a glamping tent that's set back into the bush, and we have a few campsites. So we do have an outdoor shower and toilet. So we offer people from the city to come to get, like I said, to get in touch with nature, and they love feeding the Highland cows. So all of them can be hand fed. That's a part. That's mostly, I think, what attracts everyone was the Highland cows. And obviously I've got a little baby possum, like they sit there and pat the possum, things like that. So, but also we have a few hunters that come in and they'll camp on our property, and because more or less looking straight out my door, we've got state park. So we can just walk out there and go for a shot. So it's perfect.
Oh,
right
wow.
Yeah, it's great having that. Well, when my husband purchased it, that was the whole idea. He goes, you got state right across the road, you got no excuse. So we just walk straight out and have a shot. So it's good.
And you're in.
Yeah. Can't get any better than that. I just want more land now.
Don't we all?
And more cows.
So what do you in the state forest across the road, what do people find in there when they're going hunting?
Sambar, lots of sambar. Oh, look, you have got the odd my husband's seen a couple of times because he's up very, very early for work. A couple of reds. So I've been told that there is a little group that run through here, but mainly sambar. If you're lucky enough, come through at night time, they'll be just grazing on the side of the road. You got to watch because they're crossing the road. So we do get the dead ones on the side of the road all the time, hit from cars. There's a lot around here. At the moment, I can most probably count about 5 for me driving into town that are dead on the side of the road.
No way.
So the population here, there's heaps of sambar here. Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking, so for everyone that's listening to this, jump over to the YouTube channel so that you can see what I'm about to ask.
Mhm.
What's in the background? What's on your wall?
Oh, hang on a moment. There we go. Samba. Where is he? He's a 28-inch.
He's
And I
nice.
got him. He was Dinner Plains area. So with snow. He's sort of snow bunny, that one. Yeah, he come from there. So the goal is I've got to get bigger. I can't put anything on the wall that's smaller than that. And so that's why that one sitting there, I haven't got one bigger. So I'm after a 32 or a 35, I'd be happy with that.
And how long ago did you get him?
Oh, how many? He would have been, I'm just trying to think on him. He would have been about 7 years ago, I reckon. He might have been 7 years ago.
And what was
Yeah.
that hunt like? Talk us through that hunt.
Well, actually, there was a lot of Brumbies up in that area as well. So, I'm just trying to think what part was. He would have been, how many meters? I actually called my son straight away when I got him. I video called him when I was that excited straight away. We had cameras out on the property and been sitting there watching it for a while. And we went in this day. We used to go and check the cameras just to see what was around. And we thought, rightio, we'll go in there and we'll do a bit of a hunt. So on the cameras, you see what comes out first. I think it was a roost that come out first. Then the horses would come out in this little area and graze. Then the deer were coming out next. But as the animals come out, they sort of moved on, moved away. And then you sort of watch the little pattern as they were coming out grazing. So this, I think it was in the morning. Yeah, in the morning. The roos were first, then it was the horses, and I was waiting for them to clear out, and he just stepped out. This one, the big boy there stepped out, and I'm sitting there waiting, and the nerves kicked in, and I'm like, oh, you need to step out a little bit more. I was waiting for him to come out a bit further, and I got down. He would have been just over 100 metres. There was a log in front, so I was just I thought I've got to get in a bit closer. So I was sort of, shuffling along the ground quiet, and got up behind this log. So then I was leaning on the log. So he come out and he started grazing, and it was a side shot and just perfect everything. Just took the shot, dropped him, and he went back in the bush a little bit, but it was only a couple of metres he went back in and went in. And, that thing where you're like, oh, did I get him? No, I got him. And then went in, and when I found him, he was just wrapped around the tree, just sitting around there. And that was the one, it was like you said, the adrenaline, you're just so excited. And, you're trying to guess, it's different. When they're there, you're thinking, oh, yeah, they're this size. And then when you get up there, you just go, oh, no, he's bigger. That's just... It was great just to know that, he had a good rack on him. So, yeah, was wrapped with that one. I've just got to get a bigger one now.
Was that your first
So,
stag?
yeah, that was really good. Pardon?
Was that your first stag?
No, I've got some others, but they're, not as big as him. Yeah. I've done another hunt up in the same spot, and I remember we went out this night. No, the morning. Sorry, we went out in the morning. We didn't get nothing for the day. And, I was like, oh, great. You wouldn't believe it. We come straight back to the campsite, and what was at the campsite? A deer popped it off. It was right at our campsite.
No
We'd been
way.
out for the whole day, nothing, and then come back. And he was only a little one, though, and he was right there. He was right at the camping spot, so I popped him off. But it's like, you wouldn't believe it. You're out all day looking for him, and you come back, and he's right at our camp spot. So that was the other one that I got, but he was only a little one. You don't get that very often, coming back to your camp and they're there waiting for you.
Made it easier to get him back to camp, I guess.
I didn't have to carry him back.
He walked there for you.
Yeah. No.
Any other favourite hunting stories?
Just trying to think. I think every hunting's a great story. Like you said, it's that thing of going out and just looking. I just love, like you said, it's I don't know, the passion for it and respecting it. You're going out there. Just every story is a great story. Even if you don't get anything, you know what? At least you're getting, even setting up your cameras. You get excited getting your cameras just to see what's on your cameras. And it's just to check them. And I still love doing all mine. Most of mine got pinched, so I had to go out and get another set. on private land too, mind you, had them all set up, all gone, a whole lot of them gone or whatever, devastated. But that in itself, setting them up and checking them, you're excited just to see what's on that camera. And it's amazing the things that you get on your camera too. Like it's, yeah, something that you wouldn't expect. What's that doing out here? I was way out in the middle of nowhere and little cat, and it's just like, where's he come from? So you've got some different things that, come up on your cameras, and people with ladders knocking them off and angle grinders and stuff like that. We've seen some stuff on some cameras. But no, that's just every time you go out, I think it's a story, because it's always not that same hunt, is it? It's always different.
Always different. And so, what
Always
does
different.
preparation for you guys look like when you're going to be going out? Particularly if you're going to be hunting solo, like what does that preparation for you look like? What are you telling Wayne? What are you telling the kids? Like, and what goes into your pack? What is the preparation?
So obviously, walking. So we'll most probably get all our stuff ready a couple of nights before, just to make sure and go over everything. But knowing to me, I will forget something. But just obviously mainly your knife. I'll need that, because if we're coming back, Wayne you'll want some meat. Definitely, you'll want the meat to bring it all back. So just your normal, I suppose, every stuff that you take. Your binos. I'm not too sure on the area. I don't know if there's much like hills there. I think it's a bit of flatland. I'm not 100% on that. I'll have to find out, because obviously sit down and do a bit of glassing or not. But I'm thinking it's going to be flat area, so that's going to be quite new, having just flat, no hills. Most of it going to be a bit harder. So I'll have to suss that out. Definitely suss that part out just to see. But yeah, put the binos in. Definitely the knife. Do something for the meat, to bring the meat. That's number one priority, is to bring the meat back. Because my husband's very strict on that one, that, don't you ever leave that, you bring every bit back. So, yeah, we'll be doing that. And I can't say we're swagging it, because we're not. We're going to be a little bit sport, because we're staying in accommodation on the property. So, yeah, that's going to be the good part.
But it's anniversary though, right? So, of course, you're going to be in
accommodation. I know. He did. He goes, I booked accommodation and all that. And it's like, wow, I'm used to swagging it. So, yeah, he's booked this nice accommodation that's on it, and it's, I won't complain. But, yeah, like I said, I'm used to swagging it. So this time it's going to be very different. So, but once we do it and everything, I'll do some photos and everything and let you know how the hunt went and see what else is on that property.
And how do you choose a property to hunt?
We were very lucky with this one, that my husband had met someone through work, and he was speaking to them. So with farmers around here where we are, they're we're very protective of our farm and our land. So to get on someone's property, my God, it is so hard. It's about that they've got to know you, or someone knows that one. It's not what it's who you know, because majority of farmers just won't let anyone on their property. So it all just goes down to trust, and you've got to do the right thing by them.
Yeah.
So
what's the right thing?
It is hard around here.
For someone that wants to merge into or embark into that private land hunt space, what does do the right thing as a farmer yourself? What does do the right thing look like?
Well, obviously respect the farmers, their land, and you've got to be aware what stock they've got on their property, because a lot of them have cows or sheep or whatever. So rubbish is one of my biggest hates. I can't stand it. People and you get it with campers and that, you'll go out to the state park or whatever, and what do you find? Just rubbish dumped. Can't handle that. That's one of my biggest pet hates. Clean up your rubbish after yourself. How you walk in on that land, that's how you should walk out. How you find it. So you do the right thing by them, and then they start trusting you and let you in. And it's anyone that wants to learn, of course, you start off in state, and just respect that land. Just treat it, it's as if it's your home. And I don't care how you see it. You walk out, just take that rubbish back to that ute with you or whatever. But I can't handle that rubbish thing. It does my head in. Even if we're out there, we'll just clean it up no matter what. We'll see it's someone else's, I'll always pick it up. I even do it here. Even when I'm going into town, I see rubbish, or I'm going to end up in a fight one day. But I can't handle people dumping rubbish. Anyone chucks up and out the window, oh my God. So yeah, respect people's land. That's yeah.
Big
And
one.
and safety with your guns. Don't be idiots. Don't be drinking with your rifles and things like that. No, you know what? Plan your trips a bit better if you want to do a drink night. Do that separate from going out hunting or whatever. But yeah, don't sit there drinking and doing your firearms. No way.
No, don't mix.
Yeah.
I meant to ask you before, what firearm do you use?
I've got a couple. Obviously for the deer. I got my 308. So it's a Tika T3 extra light.
Nice.
That's the one that I use for that. And then I just have my other little ones for around here for the foxes and stuff, just my 22. But yeah, my Tika's my favourite. And I can't, if you're going to sit there walking, I can't do one of those big heavy ones. It's just like, I've got to go for the light one. If you're walking all day, it's the light one's so much better. For me, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's it
what
like?
do you use?
Same.
Yeah, same, do you? Yeah. Yeah, because your shoulder gets sore after a while, and you sit there swapping sides, and then you're putting it down, and it's like so much easier.
Yeah, I got the synthetic stock and the stainless steel barrel.
Yeah, yep, same. Yeah.
Just makes it, perfect hunting rifle.
It is perfect for us.
Yeah. And being a woman who's a hunter, like, what are those conversations like when your mates who don't do the hunting, what are those conversations like?
In my friends or new people who I'm meeting?
New people that you're meeting.
Oh, they look at you. I think they look at you and they're like, "You what?" And they just don't think that women can do that. And then when you tell them, my girlfriend freaks out now. Like I'll be going for a walk, or whatever, and she goes, once if you come across someone, she always brings up, once if you come across someone. I go, Chris, it's okay. I go, I'm the one with a gun. I don't want to be worried what I've got. But she always gets scared about me going out bush, and I'm always on my own. And like, you got the wild dogs or whatever. So I've normally got a knife or a gun with me. So I'm pretty sure I'm okay. But a lot of women are very, I don't know, they just haven't got it. When you tell them, I think a lot are shocked because they just look at you and go, you what? And I go, yeah, and they go, really? And then they're very interested because they look at you and judge you on how you look because, obviously you're dressed up, you're wearing a dress, and then you show them that other side and you do that and they just go, oh my God. And they love it. The ones that I get, they love the reaction just to see how I look like that. And then you can do that. It blows them away, I think, that I think everyone thinks, oh, yeah, you're a princess. But it's like, oh, yeah, don't let the looks fool you. We've got guns. I love going out hunting. And even my husband, when he explains to the boys and all that kind of stuff, he goes, look at my missus. She's just look what she just brought home. And they're like, what? Like, they just don't think women can go out and do that on their own. I don't know. But it's good. And it would be great to get more women into it. Like, don't think, you're not too old to learn or start. Like I'm most probably an older hunter. I'm 53. So, and I'm starting to slow down now, thanks to the bull ants slowing me down because I'm bloody allergic to bull ants now. So I've got to be
what?
Yes, I've got to have an EpiPen. So that's made things a little bit harder for me now because I've got to get to the hospital every time that bull ant bites me. I've got to jab myself with the pen and straight to the hospital.
So you're allergic to bull ants?
Yep. Yeah. The jumping jacks and the bull ants.
No way.
Yeah, never been allergic to anything in my life. And I was on the farm here and one had bit me. And I come home and I took a bit of antihistamine, just sitting there and I'm like, oh, I'm not feeling the best, and then my hands started tingling on my feet. And then I've yelled out to my husband, he was in the veggie garden. I said, Wayne, you need to come in. I go, something's not right. And he goes, what? And I go, nah. I said, you need to take me to the hospital. And just started driving and then I felt it just started coming up. Then my tongue started going numb and then the airways straight away. And I've just gone, you just floor it. And as soon as we called the hospital and said, look, we're on our way. As soon as they got me straight into the door, that straight away with the pens just jabbed me flat out. And she goes, you're allergic to bull ants. I went, what? I've never been allergic to anything in my life. So had what it put it down to that I been bitten so many times here at home that now I've got no immune thing with them, and so now I've got to go and get desensitized, which is very expensive. So I'll have to get ready before summer and start the process, because last summer I would have been to the hospital about 5 or 8 times. That
Oh,
jabbed
wow.
myself straight to the hospital. Yeah, I'll be just picking up a bit of bark. It's on the bark, straight to the hospital. Grab my pen, jab myself straight to the hospital. So if I'm way out bush, I've got to. Even I took a trip to Bali with my son, and I've just gone, over there, bull ants. I tried to do a bit of research. They didn't know. I brought me EpiPen through the bringing it into customs, and the guy called me and he's like, "What's this?" I go, "Oh, EpiPen, allergic to ants." No, never, no. I said, yeah, I'm allergic to ants. So I have to, and off you go. Didn't even know. He goes, yep, let you go. Like, off you go. But I did see a couple, but none of them had bit me or anything like that. But I was prepared. So it holds you back, because you sort of got to look, okay, where's my closest hospital? So it's terrible. All my friends are going, you're going to be moving to the city. I go, don't care. So I'm going to kill every ant that's on my property. So I spray all the ant holes around here, their homes and everything. It's unreal how quick it hits you. So it's either me or them, and I don't care. They're going, I ain't moving to the city. So it has, and me out in the bush just sitting down, you squat, if I'm sitting there just stalking or watching, you just got to look down and think, oh, is bull ant nest there or just a bull ant? Very hard now. So I'll have to go and get it all done, because, just it wrecks everything a bit. It puts that fear in you a little bit.
You'd be
So I
thinking
have to be
about it
careful.
all the time.
Oh, sometimes I don't think about it, and then I'll just look down and go, oh, shit, there's a bloody ant there, and I forget that I'm allergic to them. So, yeah, I've just got to be a bit more aware. So, yeah, that's wrecked it a lot for me.
But you know
But
what
I
I
still
love?
don't.
I love that you're like, you know what? I'm just going to kill all the ants. I'm not changing who I am. I'm not changing what I'm going to do. I'm just going to make sure
I
there's
ain't
no ants
changing.
around me.
Those ants are going, so I'm doing a lot of spraying, and I see the little holes come up, and I'm out with the spray. I'm trying to clear them up. But it's like, it's wherever you go, you find them. It's just like they're drawn to you, and it's just, they're everywhere. So I just go, anything else? Why couldn't it have been peanuts or something like that? But bloody bull ants, and I live on the farm. And we got them everywhere here, the bull ants and the jumping jacks. They're everywhere. So,
I
yeah,
love
it
that
has made it a lot harder.
I love that it hasn't slowed you down though, mate.
No. I'll still get out there, but, yeah, as long as I make it back to the car. Like I said, I always have my little EpiPen. So that's going to be my backpack too. A couple of EpiPens. I just got to remember to take them. Yeah. So, yeah, that's and things anyway.
So before we wrap, I've got
Yeah.
a couple of questions for you that I like to ask everybody.
Yeah.
First one being, what does it mean to you to be a woman in the hunting world?
Independent, very independent in the hunting world. Living off the land. It's mostly be your main one, living off the land and respecting the land, and respecting the outdoors. Everyone's got to learn that's. But as another thing, don't think you can't do it. Like with women, I know women might be a bit scared to hold a gun. You know what? You don't have to hold a gun. Even if you just go out with someone that does it, but just to go out there and enjoy nature, like, and just say, sometimes, I won't even take the gun. It's to get in close with the animal to see how close I can get to it. That, enough on its own, is great. And like you said, don't have to take every shot, but just to see them and them coming in close to you, not realising you're there. I love that feeling that, when you haven't got the gun and they're nice and close. Like it's all about nature and enjoying what we've got, and respect what we've got. So, yeah. But most of all, it makes you you're very independent. Very, very, yeah.
And when people think of you, what kind of person do you hope that they see?
Strong, very strong woman. My friends, that's what my friends would say. You're a very strong woman. Very, very strong. With a good heart. Yeah. And my husband's just walked in the door, so you most should wait for it. Wayne, what are you going to say? Oh, best husband ever. He's just gone.
Might be a bit biased, that.
Yeah, best husband.
That's true.
And what's next for you, mate?
Get rid of these bull ants. Get rid of that desensitise. So get them out of the road. But it's that hunt coming up. We're very much looking forward to that, and looking forward to my husband carrying it out. That's the best part. I'll make sure I got that in a video.
Make sure you do. Well done, mate.
Yeah, we're pretty excited for this hunt. We've been.
Am I allowed to be in this?
It's women who can hunt, not men. Oh, he's an idiot. No.
Is there anything that we haven't talked about that you want to cover? Like who supports you? Who is there shout outs that you want to give shout outs to? And is there anything that you want to talk about that I haven't covered yet?
Well, I have to thank my brother-in-law Danny, because they've been great providing us with with obviously clothes and gear and everything, and done a couple of photo shoots for Ridgeline. So we'd have to very much, Danny's Mashabiel, number one key with everything. Like it's and my husband for putting up with me, that always scooting off, going somewhere on my own, like letting me go. So, and that's pretty well it. And my children and all that, just all of them for supporting what I do. And I'm hoping it carries on in the family, that all of them do it one day. That's what I want them to, and inspire other people to do it. Like I said, even if it's just fitness, doesn't matter. You don't have to shoot, whatever. It's just get out there.
And when your daughter's got her first whatever, she's
Yep.
talking to me.
I know. I will. I'll make sure that I might do a daughter and mother and daughter hunt. Oh, actually, she'll be in on that. I'm going to do a daughter and mother hunt. Done plenty with my son. Do one with my daughter now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Sharelle, absolute cracker. Like I said, I've been following you for ages. You are a true inspiration to me. You were one of the first ladies that I started following when I was trying to find Australian women to follow. So thank you for inspiring me. Anybody that's not following you yet, how do they follow you?
I'm under Huntress Galea on Instagram. So mainly more Instagram than Facebook. I like my Instagram, so morely on that. And then if they want to do the camping and have a look what's just around on the farm, that's under Galea Ranch. So they can get on Instagram there and just have a look with the animals and all that, and the campsites they can see. There's a little outdoor kitchen and all that kind of stuff as well. Even if they want to camp and go out for a hunt or want me to show them, I'm more than happy to take people out and show them, if they want to do their first experience.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you for being on the show, mate. Thanks everybody for listening. And as always, keep doing the things that light you up.
Thanks, heaps.
Thanks for listening, and thanks for being part of this community. Women Who Hunt exist because of real stories, real experiences, and women backing women. A huge thank you to our guest for sharing his story with us. If you enjoyed this episode, please follow the podcast and share it with someone who'd appreciate it. And head over to womenwhohunt.com.au and become part of the community. Until next time, take care and keep doing the things that